Hi everyone, welcome aboard a Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and this is Rhenmetal. Rhenmetal running around in the Charioteer. Rhenmetal has also sent me a replay featuring the Rhenmetal Ballsy Waffenträger, I think, and the Scorpion G. So he clearly likes his TDs in this lineup. He's in a tier 10 battle. He tells me that he doesn't even have 100% crew in this tank, which makes his performance even better. Looks like he's heading towards the southeast on windstorm, and look, it's not a bad, with the new matchmaking, it's not too bad in this kind of position. He's a tier 8 tank. He's got APCR loaded, 390 damage, 268 penetration, 210 for the Hesh round, so it's a little bit different, the Charioteer with the guns. Looks like he's got his spawn southwest, he's got his binoculars fired up, he's kicking back up here in the southern part, looking for some bird's eye shots on the enemy tanks by the looks of it. Now he says that he doesn't have 100% crew, so that tells me he certainly won't have 6th sense, or maybe he means he hasn't got 100% for like the second skill or something like that. But 100% crew to me means you haven't even started the first Perkle skill yet. You can see his kickback there, sitting like a bird on a wire on these little ridge lines. Using the trees for a little bit of camouflage value, I guess. Tried to minimise the chance of him getting spotted. Of course, those big tier 10 guns, 2 Jagdpanzer E100s, the 113, and even the Waffenträger Aufpanzer 4, or the T10, would certainly hurt Rhenmetal in his Charioteer. As he picks up his first kill, gets rid of the tier 8 German heavy tank, the Tiger 2, with one shot for 393 hit points of damage, which is about right. Gets another cheeky shot into the Edelweiss, the tier 8 cartoon tank. He's just looking around, looking to see opportunities. What can he shoot at from back here? He's clearly worried about those big tier 10 guns. I would be as well. Of course, the Charioteer is made of cardboard. It's pretty soft. It doesn't matter who shoots him on the enemy side, they're going to do damage to him. So you really can't be on the front line, especially in a tier 10 matchup. You might get away with it in a tier 10 game against tier 6s and 7s, but in a matchup like this, you certainly don't want to be shot by any of those big guns. Look at them, the Defenders, the Object 252U, the T28, and that's just a tier 8. And those 2 Waffenträger Aufpanzer 4s, Jagdpanzer E100s, and even the T10. Or the auto-loading AMX 1390 could certainly hurt him pretty quickly. That's why he's not at the front of the battle. He's picked up a kill. He's picked up nearly 800 damage. He's certainly got more to do as his team goes down 2-4. AMX 1390 in the middle of the map, keeping good vision on the T28 prototype. Rhenmetal was aiming towards a defender in the 1390, but of course no one left on that flank to spot them. Maybe the T30s spotting the French light tank, and he'll be hoping that defender peeks around the corner. But is he going to? He does. He puts a beautiful shell into the side of the premium Russian heavy tank. He guesses he's spotted. That's probably why he pulled back. There's another defender. Thank you very much. Well, clearly he does have 100% crew because his 6th sense just went off. So maybe the crew was retrained for credits from the tier 7, and so maybe the crew's not 100%, but it does have the perk of 6th sense. Maybe that's what he meant when he said he doesn't have 100% crew in this tank. Looking to try and help the AMX 1390 in the Type 4 by aiming towards the centre of the map. Change his mind, looks more towards the city where the defender was last seen. The T10 goes down, but so does the Type 4. That makes it an even game now, 6 apiece. He's on 1782 damage in his tier 10 game. He's down to 612 hit points, which is a one-shot for a lot of these tanks. It's certainly a one-shot for the Jagdpanzer E100. And if that Waffenträger Aufpanzer 4, if it's backing the 150mm gun, it's certainly a one-shot for that German tank destroyer. Keeping an eye on that roadway there. This could be a good opportunity here. Thank you. That's kill number 2 for Rhenmetal in the Charioteer, the tier 8 British tank destroyer. It gets spotted again, probably from the 1390, who is possibly encroaching on the base. He stays up nice and high so he can get a shot into the defender if he can. Friendly defender dies, but the ASRock picks up the kill on the 113, handy to get rid of a tier 10. Only one tier 10 left on the enemy side, but also only one tier 10 left on Rhenmetal's side. He calls a T30 a noob. Not sure why he thinks he's a noob, maybe because he stayed out in the open. Auto aims at the T49, most certainly saved the T30 a little bit of grief there by getting rid of the derp gun of the American Tier 9 light tank. AMX 3090 shooting at him, and that's why he didn't poke over to get a shot on that defender, but the T30 does the job. Someone's capping, they're winning 11 to 10. Needs to be mindful of that 1390. Shoots him and sets him on fire. Looks like he certainly doesn't have an automatic fire extinguisher. And in the end he picks up the kill. The T30 looks like he rammed him. 12-10's the score now. The Jagdpanzer E100 is on the cap circle. He's picked up 3,227 hit points of damage, which is no mean feat, but that Jagdpanzer on the cap is on full health, so he needs to be careful. He's only on 131 hit points. But it doesn't really matter, because even if he was on 1,000, that Jagdpanzer could quite possibly one-shot him. Rolls down the hill. That sounds like the Jagdpanzer might have just fired towards that T30. So Rhenmetal doing the right thing, getting up here to try and get a shot into the German tank destroyer. Bounces that shot, and of course that Jagdpanzer was aiming his way. You can see there when he highlights it which way the tank is facing. 40 seconds on the cap circle. The two tanks that are in town, far too slow to get back in time. So Rhenmetal or the T30 need to reset. The Jagdpanzer gets a shot into the T30, is clearly still aiming towards the T30. So Rhenmetal resets the cap, takes him for 347 damage. And of course that Jagdpanzer E100 is going to keep looking towards the T30. Rhenmetal shoots him and tracks him to make sure he can't turn around and hurt him. Waits for that gun to reload. Wants to track him again. He does, so he knows he won't be able to fix that track, and that's what he wants to keep doing. Keep tracking him, keep chipping away for the damage as well, and obviously keeping the base out of danger of being capped until those friendly tanks come back. Penetrates that time, resets the cap yet again, brings his damage up to 4,960. You can see that the other track's been tracked out, possibly by the T30. Penetrates that one, brings his damage up to 5,000 with 4 kills. And that'll be it. Kill number 5 for Rhenmetal on Arctic region, saving the cap in his little tier 8 British tank destroyer, the Charioteer. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery badge for that little performance on Arctic region. He's also picked up his first mark of excellence in that tank. The Bruiser Medal, Arsonist for setting the AMX 3090 on fire and killing him. Fighter, fire for effect, defender, high caliber, and of course the sniper because of all that sniping damage he did at the start of the game. Top the score charts for both experience and damage in that tier 10 battle, which is no mean feat in a tier 8 tank, even a tank destroyer. 5,057 hit points of damage, 5 kills, 1,554 base experience. He fired 15 shots. They all hit, 13 went through, 1,782 from a sniping distance. A little bit of assisted damage, and of course he got the 100 defense points for keeping that tank tracked. 15,211 credits after tax in that 8-minute game in the tier 10 game, the Charioteer. Tier 8 British tank destroyer. As we move on to this second game of this double shot of tank destroyer action, this features my old mate Struth. He's flying solo in this one in the Foch 155. Of course, if you're on the Asian server, and I believe any other server, when patch 920 hits, if you've got this tank, the Foch 155, the Foch 155 will become a special vehicle. It's similar to the tier 10 Clan Wars reward tanks. It's not a premium because it doesn't have premium credit or experience earnings, but you can put similar crews in. So, and it's going to be replaced by the AMX Foch B, I think it's going to be called, which is going to have a 6-shot auto loader, but with about a 400 damage alpha gun. This one's got 750 alpha damage, 293 penetration with standard, 395 with the heat rounds. It's a 3-shot autoloader with about 3 or 4 seconds between each shot. That will remain unchanged, but the AMX Foch B, I think it's called, the new one which is coming. If you've got the Foch 155 in your garage, that will change into an AMX Foch B, and this Foch 155, you'll have it again in your garage as a new tank, and it will become like a Claymore's reward tank, one where you can share the crew between the two tanks. I guess that's what I'm going to say. So I've unlocked it. I'll be buying it. Hopefully they put it on sale. I don't think they will. I mean, it's 2 tier 10 for the price of one. Why would they put that on sale? But I've got the credits sitting there waiting just in case. Anyway, back to the game. Struth, the commander of 1A Arcplane, one of the nicest blokes you could ever hope to meet in TeamSpeak when you're platooning. He can certainly take the piss out of himself. I regularly take the piss out of him. He's looking at that Emil too. Always good to get rid of an autoloader at the start of a game. He gets him for 853 damage, and he doesn't want to move, so fuck it, I'll take him for another 673. That second roll was a little bit lower than the first one. If it hadn't been a high roll, you certainly would have killed the tier 9 auto-loading Swedish heavy tank. He's got to do something though. His team's down 3-zip, looking to try and get the kill shot on the Emil, or maybe even the Rhenmetal Panzerwagen, is it called? The new tier 10 German light tank. That's Team Efficiency Safi over there, and he'd be feeling pretty nervous if there's that big French gun with an average of 750 damage lands on him. He'll be sending him straight back to the garage. The FB215 B 183 gets him for 678 damage, and look at this, he bounces the return shell for 1150. The armor piercing round. Safi firing APCR with the Rhenmetal Panzerwagen. The tier 10 light tank, new tier 10 light tank. As Struthy pulls back for the reload, it does take a long time to reload this gun, 30 or 40 seconds I think for its 3 shots. I don't think that's going to change with the new one, but you'll have more shots, but they'll do less alpha. Probably similar to the medium tank, similar to the Batchat. 2-3's the score. Struthy's on 2204 damage done, 1510 assisted damage. The team's down by a tank. He's waiting for that gun to reload. He wants to poke around that corner again to get shots into the middle, either to the FB215 B 183 or to the tier 10 German light tank, who looks like he might be a one-shot there on 366 hit points. Of course, he's no dummy. He knows that there's a French TD down there. He'll certainly know that he will be just about reloaded. Struth gets spotted. The FE215 B 183 not in a position to do any damage to Struth. The AMX EDC comes to the party, but he's a one-shot as well. Hopefully he survives. He gets a shot into the light tank. The light tank looks like he was shooting towards Struth. 2-4's the score. As you can see, it takes a little bit of time to aim. Not as bad as a Russian derp cannon, but still 750 alpha. It's not surprising that it can take a little bit of time to aim. 3-5, 4-5 now is the score. The RHM PZW, no idea what you're supposed to call that tank, gets taken out. T54 kills the T44. The IS-3, the T54 goes down to the IS-3, and hello Ferdinand. Struth puts 2 shots into the tier 8 German tank destroyer, takes a little bit of damage, puts another shot into the Scorpion G, choosing to make them both one hits rather than kill Ferdinand. Pulls back for the reload, pings for help to let his teammates know, look out, there's 2 TDs coming down, both easy kills. Come on fellas, come and get these easy kills, come and get them. I'd rather you do that than these German tank destroyers put any more damage into me. He's on 940 hit points. If you get shot by either the 30 or the Scorpion, you'll certainly be down to a one-shot for anything left on the enemy team. 5-6 is the score. He's on 4,389 hit points of damage. 1510 block damage, most of that from the Death Star, the FE215B 183. He's just about loaded now, and he's thinking, well, the Scorpion G's already gone down. Fuck it, may as well go for the Ferdinand. Will he or won't he? Or will the T44 take the honours? Pardon me, you can see the T44 poking around the corner
Now that Ferdinand is not quick, but is still there. The T-44 finds him and kills him. That evens up the score, 7 apiece, and Struth decides to move into where all the action happens. Artillery's just fired and missed. He might have hit the T-44, sounded like he did. He's going to go down and try and get another big gun into this fight down here under the bridge. Gets close to being under the bridge where he's nice and safe from artillery. Aims towards the T-10. That was a pretty good roll. 890 hit points. His gun's reloaded. Is he going to take the shot? Yeah, he may as well. Thank you very much. That's his first kill, getting rid of the T-32. Tier 8 American heavy tank. Plenty of shots. Plenty of shells landing on those enemy tanks. He zooms back out and sees everyone's moving forward, so he wants to join the party, get a little bit more damage, get the T-10, get the IS-3, or get the CDC. None of those tanks should be too hard to penetrate in Foch 155. He bounces the T-10. Well, the low pushes him out of the way. The low clearly wants to kill, but doesn't get the kill. The T-54 gets the kill. 11-8 the score now. He's got one shell left in his gun. He's going to cop a shot from this IS-3, but he bounces it. No French tanks had armor. What's going on there? That's his second kill. Brings his damage count up to nearly 6,000 hit points. 3,000 damage blocked. You sure this is a French tank destroyer? Somebody told me the French tanks had no armor. Then I bought the AMX Liberté premium tank. That thing bounces shit like there's no tomorrow. 12-8 is the score. Struthy from 1AR, the commander, is on 2 kills. Nearly 6,000 damage done, 3,000 damage blocked. And looks like his gun's over halfway loaded. Only 2 enemy tanks left. The Baby Bat Chat 25 tap. The Baby Bat on nearly 1,300 hit points, so plenty of hit points up for grabs if you can get his gun up there in time. Of course, it's not the quickest tank in the game. The low cuts him off. It's the same low that pushed him out of the way to try and get the kill on that T-10 earlier. Looks like the T-55A is competent. A little bit from the Baby Bat. That tells me the Baby Bat Chat is probably on the reload, and going by the way he's running away like a little girl. He most certainly is. Gets taken out by the T-54, and Struth is thinking, alright, where's this prick? Where is the artillery? The artillery just fired and killed the T-54. And the T-54 does the right thing, pings the map to where he thinks the shell came from. Of course, with the new, it's not that new, it's been in the game for a while. Now it tells you where the shells come from if somebody shoots you, including artillery, even though the artilleries aren't spotted. So it's saying it came from that general direction. That's where he is. Go get him, boys. Make me proud. Win the game. Struthy, the commander from 1AR, on nearly 6,000 damage, 3,000 damage blocked in the mighty Foch 155. I had the great pleasure of playing this thing on a super account last year, and it was, look, I enjoyed it. People say that this tank has been power crept, but it was very enjoyable to get 3 750 alpha damage shots in quick succession. Of course, it's not as enjoyable if you can't get the shots out or if you're in the wrong position. Struthy will low. Auto aims on the T92 HMC, picks up the last kill of the game. 3 kills, 6,500 damage. Thank you very much. I'll send this one to Stewie, and hopefully he can make a video out of it. It's a second class mastery badge from Struth from 1AR. Shell proof and fire for effect. High caliber for doing at least 20% of the damage. And of course the tank sniper. For some of those snipey shots at the start of the game, he certainly did his job in this game, topping the damage chart. 6,481 hit points of damage. 3 kills. He fired 10 shots. They all hit. They all penetrated. Thank you very much. Foch 155, what the fuck? He made, what the fuck I should say. He made credits too, nearly 36,000 credits with a premium account in that 9-minute game. Not a bad result at all. Struth the Great, the commander of 1AR in the Foch 155, and my old mate Rhenmetal in the Charioteer, the Tier 8 British tank destroyer in a Tier 10 game. Thanks very much for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.